Hey yo! What do you think of my new look? It's a joke! It's just a week, you believed me? I'm quite fine with my hair color and I do not want to change it, at least for now. But it wasn't always like that. To be honest, I never liked my natural hair color. Under one light source it seemed red, and in some pictures even green. Good thing I'm great at Photoshop and can easily edit photos. But in real life I had to make use of other methods. Psst! Don't forget to click here and here. Thank you. Last time I promised to tell you the story of dyeing my bangs red. So here it is. I'm ashamed to tell you, of course, but since I promised, listen and watch. And don't forget to put thumbs up. It was in 8th grade. By that time, lots of my classmates had already dyed their hair, but I hadn't. Felt sorry for it. I don't know why I hit on the idea to dye my bangs, but I really wanted to appear at school in a new image. I had no money for hair color or toning that day, so I decided to make as best I had at home. Anyway, I found nothing but my watercolor paints and my mom's long-lasting red lipstick. And what do you think I went for the color of the bangs, yo? Sure thing, mom's lipstick. It's long-lasting, ain't it? Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. But at that time, it seemed to be a cool idea. And I thought that no one would ever guess that it was lipstick. I went to school. And yeah, everyone was laughing at me. And the teacher sent me to the restroom to wash off all my shame. As the lipstick is super long-lasting, it was impossible to wash it off normally, and I had to go home to wash my hair. When my mom found out I wanted to color my hair, she suggested highlights, and I loved this idea. So the next day I did come to school in a new image. Awesome! By the way, I didn't change my hairstyle until graduation. Afterwards, I entered university and applied for the fine arts course. Yep, before I started drawing like this, I went through the theory and masterclasses of academic drawing and painting. Phew! And honestly, I can draw like this. But it's not time to talk about it. You know, at school I always stood out for being good at drawing. Everyone said, "Fabulous, true talent." But when I started studying at the university, everyone was just as talented there as me. Artists, musicians, and everyone tried to stand out as best they could. Someone would wear bright clothes, someone would get colored as a rainbow, and here I am, such a gray mouse. So I made a decision. I'm not that foul ball, yo. Such talent shouldn't have been an abyss. It had to show the world. And here we go. First, I had a symmetrical bangs made. Then a short spiky haircut with bright red toned highlights. Then I had all my hair toned red. Not my cup of tea. Chocolate bob. Even bands. No bands. And so I changed and changed images all 5 years of study. Stop! That's enough for you. Right, enough. Finally, I realized that you can see whether a person is talented or not by his portfolio rather than creative appearance. Gotta be who you are in this world, right? Besides, all these haircuts took longer to do every morning, but I like to sleep. So now I have straight hair. Just wake up, brush it, and feel like a queen.